Well, welcome to Herman L. Horn's Earth Day celebration. You know, it's our responsibility to care for our home, Earth, and we need to be good stewards by planting trees, being ready to make a difference, and doing something green to help our Earth's environment. At this time, we'd like to welcome our guests here today, and Ms. Warnes will take this time to make introductions. Thank you, Ms. Warnes.
Special people with us today. From our central office, we have Dr. Killow. We have Mr. Greenway. We have Mayor Gross and his wife. We have Mr. Falls, who has our bees and is going to speak to that in a few minutes. And we have Mr. Thompson from the Virginia Department of Forestry, who has a special guest for us in a few minutes. And first, I would like to, is Coulter Dean in here? Or is he? Come here for a second. Because we also have his mom, Mrs. Dean, who helps us with our Capri Sun recycling. Once a week she comes and gets her hands dirty, literally, and helps us package that so we can send the Capri Suns away and they get recycled and reused and our school earns some money. So Coulter, would you like to give the certificate to your mom? All right, Mrs. Lusk is going to tell us about our little competition.
All right, it's been our tradition now for, gosh, how many years, Ms. Warnes? 3 or 4, we know for sure. But we have some really cool characters here that I want you to meet today. Our 5th grade SCA, and then we extended it to the 3rd and the 4th SCA because they really wanted to get involved in this. And there's 2 purposes. Number 1 is to have fun, right? We like to have fun. Number 2 is to show you and model some things that can be recycled or reused. We are so blessed to live in this great town of Vinton where you can recycle at home. No cost to you. It gets picked up every week and it's a great way to help our environment. So I'm going to call up our kings and our queens of recycling. Our special visitors and guests are going to be voting and we will crown a king and queen of recycling. Now they're going to walk down the aisle and walk back so that you can see them a little bit closer and paying attention to their outfits, what they're made of, to hopefully get some ideas flowing for you of things that you can recycle at home. So first up, we have Chief I Want to Recycle with Donovan Davis. Donovan. Right. I don't think we've ever had an Indian before. This is great. Awesome. All right, give him one more hand. Good job, Chief. Next up, our next king is Captain Wasteless with our very own Nathan. Come on up, Nathan. Notice that cape made out of 2-liter bottles and some plastic shoes to go along with it. Good job, Captain Wasteless. Give him one more hand. And notice his crown upon his head. He's going to display that for you. Made out of my favorite beverage, coffee container. All right, good job. And our last king up today is Recycle Jr., otherwise known as Justin Patrick. So let's take a look. First we have Dumpster Diva with Macy Glass. Notice the colors that we have of plastic bags these days. Doesn't that blue look great on her? And a necklace made of bottle caps. Great job. Next up is also the most fashionable reuse-a-girl with our very own Carly. Come on down, Carly Stevenson. Notice the bag she has to go with it. Always accessorizing. Don't drop your bag now. Nice. I bet these outfits are a little bit warmer than our cotton shirts, right? Good job, Carly. All right, maybe when you grow up, girls, you would like to be a soldier in the military. Well, we have our very own Recycle Soldier with Kristen Patrick. And notice her slow but sure army walk she has going on here. Made of this styrofoam. Definitely something we want to reuse. Don't want to find it in our landfills. All right. Give Kristen one more round of applause. Recycle Soldier. We've got a lot of girls who are thinking about the future and what they might want to be when they grow up, I think, because next up we have our very own Chef Recycle with Caitlin Patrick. Chef Recycle with a plate of hors d'oeuvres even to eat. Awesome. Give her a round of applause. Good job, Chef. And she happens to be wearing my favorite food box too, Reese's. I love it. Good job. All right. And we have next up Trash-tastic with Emily Glass. Come on, Miss Trash-tastic. Notice the weaving of her bags. Nice. Good job, Emily. All right, one more round of applause for our recycling court. Good job, guys. All right, guys. At the end, we will let you know who our special visitors have chosen as the king and queen, but everyone's going to get a little something for participating. This is quite an ordeal, and they've been so creative and such good sports about it. But next up, I want to introduce to you a special visitor. How many of you remember last year when Mr. Zimmerman and some of our other students built our beehive? Do you remember that? Okay. And for months and months and months, we've been watching our bees from the bee cam from far, far away. You remember who our beekeeper was? Does anybody see him in the crowd? All right, he's wearing our Save the Bees shirt. We're going to ask Mr. Ted Falls, our beekeeper, to come up and tell us how our bees are doing.
Hello, children. Our hive is doing terrific. There are probably at least 50 to 60,000 bees in our hive right now. I wish I could say the same about all the beehives and the pollinators in the state of Virginia. Our hive is doing great, but as we talked last year, pollinators are still in decline. We need to do all we can to help our pollinators, honeybees as well as our native pollinators and butterflies and ones like the hummingbirds. So again, I'm urging all of you to plant anything that you can that is pollinator friendly. Does any of you remember some of the plants that we talked about? What are some of them we talked about? Okay.
Plant a tree.
Plant a tree, that's right. Do you remember some of the other plants? Flowers, that's right. Any flowers. Anything else we talked about?
Planting gardens.
Yes, plant a garden. What else did we talk about?
Planting irrigated.
Yes, that's true. Okay, what else did we talk about not doing? You remember that?
I know.
Okay, what?
Do not
Okay, one of the things we talked about, and this is very, very important, to not use any more pesticides or herbicides to kill plants or to kill insects than is possible. That is one of the reasons that our honeybees and our pollinators are in decline. We need to be very, very vigilant and talk to our parents about not using any more pesticides than we absolutely have to. But as for our hive, they're doing terrific. So we need to continue to talk to our parents about planting all different kinds of flowers, all different kinds of trees that are pollinator friendly, and to help all we can do to help our pollinators. Okay.
Yesterday we got flowers and we're going to plant them, but we haven't planted them yet.
You keep planting. Everybody that you can, you keep planting. Okay, thank you. And like I say, our hives are doing great.
All right, Mr. Thompson, it's your big moment.
All righty. Is Spooky coming? Okay. Here, I'll just use this. I think they got me mic'd up. Boys and girls, how are you all? Can everybody hear me okay? Yeah. Good. I like to pace, so I'm going to stay away from that. So teachers, if you got that child that paces, that squirms in his seat, that wants to be outside, there is hope, okay? I've been a forester for 35 years, and we need good foresters out there. So maybe what I'm doing is what you all are going to do one day. Where's my special friend? Is he there? Bring him on out. Hey, Smokey! Can we have a round of applause? Good to see you, Smokey. Come on out here where I can see you. There you go. All righty. Very good, very good. Listen up. Smokey speaks very quietly and only I can hear him. Smokey, how you been? Smokey's been fantastic. What have you been doing? Yeah, you've been fighting a little fire, haven't you? Yeah, saving those trees. Smokey and I were down in Buchanan County, south of here, 21 hours the other night because somebody was careful for fire. Fire got pretty big and was burning up trees, so I appreciate your help, and we are very thankful for the rain today. We needed the rain. Anyway, when I was your age, like I said, I like to play. I wanted to do something, so today I'm the guy that takes care of trees. Smokey, when you were a little cub, what did you want to be? He wanted to be a bear. You did it. He's the fire-preventing bear. Anyway, Smokey was actually found hanging to a tree in 1950 in New Mexico. Real tree, real story there. But that's for another presentation sometime. So if you want Smokey to come back and hear his story, just call me up and we'll be glad to come back, won't we, Smokey? But today is about trees, so happy Arbor Day to everybody. And are trees important to us? Yeah. You better believe they are. What's the most important thing we get from them? Air, oxygen out there. Are you breathing it in, Smokey? Breathing it in. That's right, trees and bushes and flowers taking the bad air, the CO2, and gives us good air. And if you think about a football field, if you think about where the William Byrd Terriers play, if you were to plant an acre, a football field and trees, it would be enough air for 16 people to live. So we need a lot of football fields filled with trees. So that's one of the most important things. Something else that we get from them, let me reach in my bag here, clean water. If we didn't have those roots in the ground holding the soil in place, every time it rains, it would be washing into the creeks. Years ago, there was something called the Dust Bowl, okay? Everything dried up and it blew away. So trees give us clean water. They keep our roots in place there. What else do we get from trees? Wood. Okay, what's holding up this building? What are those beams? What are they made of? Wood. What are those doors made of? Wood. There you go, wood, very, very important. It's baseball season, and I have my bat. What's it made from? Wood. There you go. We're going to put it right here. Let's see here. Got my, the other thing, not only do I get cool friends, but they let me bring my toys to work. This is my toy train. It actually says, my train. What's it made out of? Wood. Anyway, there it goes. We don't want wood. So we get wood. What else do we get from it? Paper. Love it. Paper. Why does everybody laugh when I bring this out? Can you imagine a world without paper and trees? I can't. Okay. Guess what? It's payday. It's payday, and they gave me my $1. What's it made out of? Money. Money does grow on trees. Boys and girls, do we eat things from trees? What do I got here? A bag of what? Cherries. A bag of cherries. They grow on trees just like apples and oranges and pears. This morning when I got up, I had Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Do you know what? The cinnamon on Cinnamon Toast Crunch comes from ground cinnamon bark. It's tree bark. Okay? It must be a sweet tree. Also, if you look at anything you eat, like cereal, or everybody's favorite mac and cheese, there is something, boys and girls, called dietary fiber. Okay? Dietary fiber is cellulose. Cellulose is wood. You're eating wood fiber. Okay? Yummy. Let's see. Coca-Cola. Chocolate. Okay? That's cola nuts. Cola nuts from Africa. Cocoa beans from South America and Central America. Trees grow us our products. What else did I bring here? Let's see here. At the end of the day, there you go, aspirin. Our medicines aspirin comes from a willow tree. Okay? If you're like my son who graduated from Roanoke County Schools, Glenver, he had asthma. He had to have an inhaler to get him through. Thankfully, he outgrew it. But asthma medication, the inhaler comes from ginkgo trees. Okay? So you're actually spraying in ginkgo mist, tree mist. What else? Do you all know why toothpaste, shampoo, and chewing gum is sticky? Wow. Tree sap. Tree sap. There you go. Woo! Good catch. What else do I have here? Do you know why your teachers look so beautiful every day? There you go. The colors, boys and girls, the colors in many makeups are tree chemicals. Okay? That's where they come from. Woo! Good job. Even the threads in our bags sometimes come from there. So, and where do all these things come from? They come from trees. And where do trees start? They come from little seeds, okay? Okay, they come from little seeds, and this is what we want to plant. That's what we do on Arbor Day. If I'm a forester, where am I going to find these pine seeds? I'm going to find them in a pine cone. So in the fall of the year, when the leaves are falling and the pine cones dry out, and these seeds right here fall out of the pine cones, and they fall into the soil, she didn't catch it. Anyway, you know what? If you come back next spring, you know what's going to be there? Baby what? Baby trees. And just like we have pines and evergreens, we also have hardwoods, and there's an acorn. What's an acorn come from? What kind of tree? A mighty what? Mighty oaks, okay? So we got all types of trees. We got all kinds of trees. They come from seedlings. You have a bunch here in Virginia. In fact, you all actually have more than your parents did because we're planting so many. And this is the day we remember to do that. So Smokey, anything we want to leave them? Smokey wants everybody to be careful. Don't set his home on fire, okay? Don't play with matches. If you ever see anybody doing that, report it. Plant a tree this weekend. Plant your garden. Plant some flowers. Help the animals out there. Help the bees. And we hope to see everybody next year. So thank you very, very much, and happy Arbor Day to everybody.
So as they're coming onto their seats, Ms. Furness is going to help me give out their trophies and their awards for their hard work today. First up, we've never had this happen before, but I want you to listen carefully here. We have, for our queen this year, our very first time a third grader has ever participated, and she won. Come on up, Miss Queen Trashtastic. And our king of recycle this year goes to our very own fifth grader, Justin Patrick, Recycle Junior. Good job. All right, and our entire recycling court will receive prizes for just participating. Just give them one more round of applause. Great job, guys. All right, and next up, I have Ms. Stovall with some further remarks. Thank you.
I'd like to take a moment to give opportunity to our important guests that are here with us today. Dr. Kilo, would you like to say a few words to our students today?
Good afternoon, boys and girls. I am very proud of the way you are acting, and this is a very special day, and it is very important that you recycle and that you take care of our planet so you'll have a place to grow and play and have a fun time. And thank you for all the wonderful music and all the wonderful things, and you guys did a fantastic job. And thank you for celebrating a special day in Arbor Day. Thank you.
Thank you. Our Vinton School Board Rep, Mr. Tim Greenway.
Thank y'all. This was a wonderful ceremony. And keep in mind, when you're taking care of the environment, you're living in the Vinton district, so you're taking care of Vinton. And we appreciate you every time you put something in the recycle bin or in the trash can. I want to take this opportunity to deviate just a hair because I don't get this opportunity often. I want to thank our staff at Herman L. Horn. Dr. Kilo, I think he comments all the time, and I want you to know that you're appreciated and what a great job each one of you do. This is a wonderful school, one of which I participated in, I think, back when Smokey Bear was here. Yeah. So, but thank y'all for everything you do, and remember when you leave here that you are from Vinton, the Vinton district, and you represent us, and remember that you are Vinton. Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Thompson from our forestry department. Thank you for coming today. And one for taking back. Well, at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Mayor Gross.
Good afternoon, boys and girls. Not bad, not bad. Mrs. Stovall, since we have a special meeting, could we use our outside voices today? All right, we'll try that again. Good afternoon, boys and girls. All right. Some of you folks might remember I've been here before, and so what does Mayor Gross like to do? I like to do a lot of cheers, right? You remember that? Yeah. So if Mrs. Stovall and the teachers don't mind, we're going to do 3 cheers today after we talk a little bit about some trees. You know, trees are very important. We love trees here in the town of Vinton. As a matter of fact, we are called a tree city. And what that means is that we have promised to plant a certain amount of trees every year. And we're going to do one of those a little bit later on today. As a matter of fact, we like trees so much in Vinton. One of our biggest festivals, we all have a lot of fun at the Dogwood Festival. So we named our big festival after a tree, obviously the dogwood. So we really, really love trees. I like trees for a lot of reasons. The ranger pointed out some good reasons, but I think they're fun. You know, you can climb on a tree if you have your parents' permission. You can have a picnic under a tree. You know, they're pretty cool. And they're just a lot of fun. So I really love trees. So that's our first cheer. It's going to be, we love trees. So when I count to 3, let's do that cheer 3 times, okay? 1, 2, 3. We love trees. We love trees. We love trees. All right, man, that sounds good. That sounds great. The other thing we're celebrating today is called Earth Day. And so on Earth Day, we want to think about the environment and how we can keep our earth nice and green and keep everything clean. And you know, that's very important. And Vinton and Herman L. Horn plays a big role you might not know this, but right out in your parking lot, there's a special place out there, that building out in your parking lot, that's where we monitor the air. The air is checked there every day. We test the air to make sure it's not too polluted. And it's right out in your parking lot. So your school's helping a lot along those lines. That's very important. The other thing that you can do to help keep the earth green is you can help us keep it clean. This past Saturday, a whole bunch of us, or a few of us, had what we called Clean Valley Day. So we went around the town of Vinton and we picked up a whole bunch of trash. So how do you think you can help on Earth Day? That's right. You can pick up trash. You can not litter, don't throw things down, and help us keep it clean. So that's our second cheer. When I say three, when I count to three, the cheer is going to be keep it clean. All right? 1, 2, 3. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. All right. You guys are good. You guys are good. We got one more cheer, and that's about Herman L. Horn. Because like Mr. Greenway said, this is a very, very special school. It really is. Look at these things that are written on the walls. Those are very important things. And you guys have got a great school. It's a wonderful building. It's warm in the winter and cool in the summer, somewhat. But you have a great staff here. Your teachers really care about you. And your staff, the folks in the office, everyone here, everyone that you see, they really care about you. And they care about what you learn, and they care that you're learning the right things. They want you to learn about trees and keeping the earth clean. I mean, after all, you guys get to pick out our nursing homes. So we want you to learn a lot. and this is a great school, so our last year is going to be Let's Go Hornets. So when I count to 3, we'll do that cheer 3 times, okay? 1, 2, 3. Let's go Hornets! Let's go Hornets! Let's go Hornets! Thank you, boys and girls. You did great.
Well, we have a few people to thank for today, don't we? First, we want to take a moment to thank our SCA. We also want to thank who may perhaps have already exited, but we want to thank our Smokey the Bear special visitor today. Also, thank you to our Glee Bees. Our recycling students. A special thank you to 2 of the teachers in our building, Mrs. Lusk and Miss Warnes, who planned. We thank you for your excitement, your dedication, and your green plans for our home earth. We thank you to all of our visitors that came today. We will dismiss from the back first. 5th grade teachers, can you quietly dismiss your students at this time?
I thought I had 7, only have 6. So maybe you both can.
Yeah, Briar, when you're finished, buddy, give your shovel to Devin, please. There we go. Thank you. And then you can come back.
That's what I'm saying. This thing is odd. I don't.
I tell you, it's the most work I've done in a long time, man.
Left-handed shovel.
Is that an expert job I want?
Thank you. Y'all have a good day.
Don't go up.
Okay, thanks.
It's
I've
good
already
seeing
told
you.
Debbie. Thanks, Brad.
May the 7th.